Continuing their global exploits in this hugely popular franchise, Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, and Dwayne Johnson lead the returning cast of Fast and Furious 7. James Wan directs this chapter of the mega successful series that also welcomes back favorites such as Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, Tyrese Gibson, and Ludacris. They are joined by international action stars new to the franchise, including Jason Statham, Jimon Honsu, Ronda Rousey, and Kurt Russell.
Fahad, I made you repeat your entire synopsis only to realize that if I've missed something, and of course I've missed nothing because this movie has no story, so what plotline am I going to give for a picture like this? You know, when I came out of the film, there were a few things, there were a few gaps, in the plotline that were, that was sort of bothering me in some form or the other on my way home. And then I told myself, no man, I'm not going to sit and think about the story of this film. Even the filmmakers never thought of it.
Exactly.
So yes, I left the theater quite happy, but not for the storyline, of course.
No, there you have it. I mean, Fast and Furious 7, other than the fact that Paul Walker died midway filming this seventh franchise, I mean, it is given that it's just going to be a series of high-octane stunts strung together by a wafer-thin plotline. Of course, it doesn't disappoint on that front, nor does it disappoint in terms of sheer adrenaline-pumping scenes. And I mean, how you're jumping off planes in cars, you're going through three skyscrapers in cars, you're doing street fights, you're doing all kinds of things. It's just incredible, and it doesn't matter. And shockingly, very surprisingly, you've got certain amount of emotional heft which you would not imagine in a film like this whatsoever.
You've got to be a serious softy man to get emotional with a film like this.
Well, given the fact that, I mean, you have the death of Paul Walker, you're just prime for that. And I was just amazed at how tastefully it was handled, and what a touching homage and a send-off to this guy who's obviously become a James Dean of his generation by having gone out in a blaze of glory, fast girls, fast cars, and that's it.
Yeah, getting back to the film, Fahad, I think the one thing that I learned is that if you fly your car and if you use your steering wheel, you can actually maneuver the car even while it's flying. I think that's something I didn't know, but I'm not going to try that at home, obviously.
Well, I'll tell you what, this franchise started in 2001, okay, but we have Chitty Chitty Bang Bang way before, in the 60s, so you already know that cars can fly. It doesn't need wings, and all you need is a good hope, good prayers, and eventually good CGI.
You know, Fahad, actually the OMG moment from this film is something that happened outside the film, which is how big a success it's become in India. You know, it might just turn out to be the first film in 2015 to cross the 100 crore mark. No other Bollywood movie, no other star-driven project has done it. And Fast and Furious, and of course there are various reasons for it. One is that they release it in digital, which most Hollywood movies don't, and therefore there are too many prints across the country. And of course, clearly there are lots of Fast and Furious fans. It's gone to the 7th edition for a reason. I think one of the reasons is that when they went to their 4th part, they brought Vin Diesel back. It seemed like Fast and Furious has started all over again. So there is no, people aren't tired of the franchise yet. But hey, I don't know what people love about it so much. But I mean, we can of course see the great work that they've done in special effect, and that's really pretty much it.
I agree with you, Mayank. I mean, this is only the second film that I've watched in this franchise, and I have to say, this has raked in more than $2 billion, this franchise, and that ain't loose change. So obviously, they're doing something right. They're pressing the right buttons, and more power to them. I mean, I believe it's all over now, but hey, man, $2 billion. Oh my God.
Buddy, it's a franchise film. So if you've seen Fast and Furious up till so far, quite obviously you've already seen the movie. For all those who haven't, hey, there's some really kick-ass sequences here and there, but it's really not my kind of cinema. If it wasn't for this show, I would not have caught that show either. TV par dekho, but I guess TV par bhi mat dekho. Dekhna hai to fir theater pe hi dekho.
Precisely, Mayank. And not just theater pe dekho, but 3D. Full glory mein dekho, because if you're going to go and submit to the experience, you may as well go the whole hog. So by all means, guys, knock yourself out. Go watch this in the cinema.
That's it, guys. That's Friday Double Bill for you. Tell us what you think of the movies. Tell us what you think of our reviews. And of course, do not forget to subscribe to the channel.